talking to this guy, and I didn't even know it was him. I was going back and forth with him for a while. He started asking me about what I listened to and, kind of music. And I told him about a specific event that happened on that station. I said, I was listening to blah, blah, blah. Yeah, man, that was me.
And what the heck do I got here? That's still your problem, man.
Yeah. And, very, very interesting. He was telling me about how AM broadcast stations back in those days got away with running all kinds of positive modulation. And they kept up with the 50 kilowatt stations in certain boroughs because the excitement level, and all that, running that kind of audio. There were a few years there where you could do that. I won't say anymore because there's a certain bent to this guy's. Anyway, I'll tell you about it sometime, not on the air. You gotta promise not to tell anybody.
Happy New Year.
Love you too.
Yes, it is. Maybe.
When that comes up, you'll have to ask me about my huge mistake on broadcast radio. And I'm not going to say it here, but I'll tell you about it in person.
Did you stub your toe?
No, it was worse than that.
You know what happens when you stub your toe?
Probably along the same lines as the result of what I did.
Happy New Year to you too.
Always make sure your microphone is not hot when you don't want to say anything.
Well, I'm still entertaining.
Yeah, who's that famous guy that got fired? The first guy.
More than I did on
What's his name?
I'll be back from time
I don't want to hold those bastards for a while. That's what he said. I can't remember the guy's name.
Hope the start of your year is good, but I'll be back in.
Well, I was having equipment malfunctions.
Yeah.
And my mic was hot.
Hopefully, everything will be hunky-dory. Oh, SBE problem went away. Well, not really SBE problem, but there it is.
We had like that. We had several events like that when I was working in the place that I worked in. The one very, very well-known news anchor was trying to bust up the other news
This is
anchor.
not Sideman
She thought
Sunday.
they were on a
This is
break.
AM Wednesday.
She looked at the guy and said, "What the F you looking at?" And it was not just F.
Radio Roundup, first edition.
It's similar to the mistake that I made.
Yeah,
Except I was
that's
hollering
right.
at CD player number
The
4. That
January
always gave
1st
me
edition.
trouble. But then after that, I learned turn the mic off and then pot up one of the turntables with instrumental music and always keep that going on.
Not too many people out there signing in yet, huh?
Dead air.
Well, it is 3 minutes past the big hour of 8 o'clock, so, we still have a little bit of time, I guess. Pete's on 160 meters, though, so hopefully he can pry himself away from that after a little bit.
Hate A3RE. And to make it worse, I didn't even realize that I did it. And then the phone rings. My father, the station manager, goes, "You know what you just did?" "No, Dad, what did I do?" He proceeded to tell me.
Yeah. A little slow to start.
What are we going to do about
And,
this?
this is the first one of
So,
2025.
needless to say, for the rest of my show, I was a wreck.
Everybody's sitting back,
I'll bet.
relaxing after their pork and sauerkraut.
But thankfully my audience is
my fair share.
usually all old and senile, and they probably didn't even realize they heard what they heard, and then even if they did hear it, they weren't sure if they did hear it.
And now we're senile.
Yeah, now I'm in that category.
Everyone, this always sounds better. Yeah, that's much more better.
Oh, what did he say?
Pete, I don't want to be accused of making you hang out on other bands when you have a skit on another band.
Yeah, I already got the video gate rolling. I do have to get to those new frequencies.
I might maybe possibly check that out later.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'll be running at SBE Trinidad tonight. I think it's Trinidad. It's SBE night.
Yeah, man.
So it's not actually the right way to start out the new year.
But yeah, I probably should head over there.
What's the right word?
All right. See you on Sunday there, Chuck. Nice to hear you on here tonight. Bill, Dave. See everybody probably on Sunday night or somewhere around this frequency. 883RE.
Roger, right on.
And I probably wanted to know what was going on, so I just figured I'd let everyone know. And that's what's happening.
Have fun. We'll catch you
Right
later.
now I'm thinking positive about it. So what's going on?
So, Billy, have you been on
Well, the heart's down to 33%.
75 meters?
So they're putting a pacemaker in.
75 meters.
Oh, okay. Well, good luck with that. Hopefully, strong RF fuel don't mess around with it. I don't think they will because I'm not running anything over 100 watts. Yeah, but you know what? You can be running 100 watts into an antenna on your roof, and you'll get less RF than if you have a 5 watt HT 2 inches from your body. Well, I guess I'll have to ask them that. See what they say. Hopefully they know the answers. Yeah, there's this thing called the inverse square law, where an RF fuel will diminish by 6 dB every time you double the distance. So, if you're 60 feet away from your antenna at 100 watts, it's a lot less signal than if you got a walkie-talkie right next to you. The antenna is probably, maybe, say about 75 feet away from me at the deck, and it's 33 feet up in the air, so I think I'll be okay. Yeah, you're fine. No, you're far enough away. And the 2-meter antenna, 440 antenna is at the other end of the deck, and that's probably a little bit further away from me. And that is 20 feet in the air. So I think I'm good. Yeah, sounds that way. They're saying having off 2 to 4 weeks possibly. So I figure for that 2 to 4 weeks, I'm going to put it to some good use, and I'm going to study for my general. There you go. That's a good idea. But there's one downside to that. Well, I just hope everything goes okay for you. Yeah, the downside is the pacemakers get put in on January 10th, and I could go take a test over in Sinking Spring on the 11th. So that's not going to work. Now you'll have to wait for the next session. Yeah, I know. But I figure I'd go figure. Bagger. Right, Brief? Is that Bagger? Yeah. Hey, Happy New Year, big brother. Fast master waving. Yeah, it is the new year. We'll have to see what the year brings. It's not starting off all that great, but hey, it could get better. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I figured it was Classic Radio Roundup night, maybe there, as far as I know, at Fort. Yeah, it is indeed Classic Radio Roundup. It's the first one of the year. It might be the last one that I can attend for a while, so hopefully making the best of it. Yeah, full on, man. Well, good hearing you out there. I came out to spark up a cigar. I figured see if any of the Classic Radio Roundup guys are on 27115 on the AM dial, no doubt. But anybody else out there besides you tonight? Well, Joker was in there. I was just talking to Gumby. Mr. K was in there. I'm not sure if anybody else has been in there or not. Yeah, my ears are a little, I can usually hear Gumby down on the lower end of my Blood Duck limited receive over here in Red Hill Tower. Yeah, depends on the conditions, I guess.
7290.
Yeah, the other night I was, during the day, it was a couple of days ago, man, Skipper's rolling in so good. I was talking to Barbados, Oregon, and Maine all at the same time there, pretty much.
Yeah, that's pretty extensive from a different, all different areas. Usually it's only good in one area or another.
Yeah, that was the first for me. I mean, I've done West and East Coast before, but it was just pretty crazy that I was getting the islands and then Maine and then Oregon. The only other thing would be crazy if Australia would have been in there, right?
Well, that's certainly possible. I mean, in the mornings I hear Europe all the time. Sometimes they're on FM, but it's a common everyday occurrence.
Yeah, 410. I won't be out here for, maybe 10 minutes or so, listening and chiming in. Just wanted to jump in and, let you know I was listening. You know who it is? The biggest mud duck in Montgomery County, Bassmaster Motor Car.
There you go. Well, it's working. Hello.
Yeah, 410 on it's working, and hello, whoever that was.
Oh, Doug. What's going on, folks? Happy New Year. Yeah, and then it is. And I'm sitting here with a glass of Jägermeister. No, I'm sitting here with a glass of lager and a little glass of Jägermeister. How about that? Hey, whatever works, man. Yeah, so who is this anyway? You don't know who I am. No. Well, that's weird. I thought it was JR, but you don't sound like JR. That's probably because I'm not JR.
That's the Jägermeister confusing his brain.
It's eating my brain alive. Yeah, no doubt about it. No, I'm trying to think here. Do I sound funny? No. No, it's working okay. Maybe it's, I don't know. It is a tube radio. But maybe I got the mic gain up just a tad too much. Is that Mr. Dave? Yeah. Okay, alright.
I even knew who it was, and I suck at remembering everybody.
Yeah, I resemble that. I got that CRS disease. I just can't remember your voice from AM, that's all. Yeah, I guess you hear it on the sideband more often anymore.
Who is that out there? Is that Badger?
Yes, it is. You remember Pinkle? Yes, it's Badger.
Holy shit, I'm 2 for 2. Did you go back and listen to that classic radio roundup that Joker posted from Christmas? And when I was telling you sounded off frequency and hear how bad your radio sounded?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, 10-4.
No, I didn't go back there.
You go back. I commented in the comments when we were talking. It was between, I think, 28 minutes and 38 minutes. And you can hear what I was talking about, how it sounded.
No, you guys are going to have to refresh me. I'm an old man.
We were talking for a short period on Christmas night there. And I told you your radio sounded off frequency and you were questioning it. But if you go back and listen, you can hear it.
Okay, well, how do I sound to you now?
You sound great now. Now you sound fine.
And who is this?
This is Bassmaster, 10-4.
Okay, Bassmaster, I appreciate it. Yeah, my memory is just going to hell in a handbasket.
If you go on, Joker posted on his YouTube page, it's the last thing he posted. He posted that Christmas feed of their, dead, mostly dead air. A couple of us were in there. And we were chatting for about 10 minutes, and I was telling you, the radio sounded off frequency.
Oh, man.
And hopefully about another week or so.
receive. I don't know if anybody else heard that.
Yeah, I heard it. No, that's fun. We're going to be changing here in a very short time. I just picked up another radio on QRZ from another ham operator in South Carolina.
Yeah, well, whatever it is, what it is. I just wanted to know, just thought you might be interested. You sound really good tonight. Your audio's nice and clear there, Ryder.
Thank you very much.
Is this thing working? No.
Whoever that was, your audio is really bad.
Yeah, that didn't sound too good. Sound like an internet modem.
So, Bassmaster, where are you transmitting from now?
I'm transmitting from good old Red Hill. Hey there, 10-4.
On the Red Hills.
Yeah, 10-4. Yeah, I don't know what the hell that noise is. Either somebody's trying to key up and off frequency or somebody's messing around.
Yeah, what kind of signal you got on them?
I give me like 930 over. It could be Joker, but I highly doubt it.
Yeah, I got it about 30 over right now.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell that is. It could be somebody goofing around.
Open ground on their microphones. Or something similar.
Yeah, somebody's trying to communicate because they're cutting in and out. Somebody's got something going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, what we have here is a failure to communicate.
What we have is technical difficulties.
Yeah, whoever that is, man, you got no audio. It just sounds
Yeah, no
like,
shit.
like
Yeah, no shit.
door opener going off.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, a whole lot of buzzing. Like you got an open ground.
It could be Joker from the signal. It could be
111. 1111111. Hello, hello, hello. Oh no. Oh no. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. 111 111 111. One 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 one. Hello.
Trooper there, Ryder.
Yeah, Roger, they're behind the Dairy Queen, come on.
Yeah, full Ryder, man. Yeah, I was talking with 123 there after that last break. He stopped up over to my work. So you're not too far from where I work every other Saturday, man. You sound good. How's this thing sound up in Red Hill, man?
You barely hit me with a 3-pound, but I can make you out.
Yeah, full Ryder. Yeah, I'm all way up here by 29 and 663 there, Ryder. I guess you didn't hear what I said.
No, I can hear you barely, dude. Barely.
Yeah, full Ryder, barely. Yeah, I'm up here, I'm about 23 or 24 miles from you, Ryder.
Yeah, Roger, that's 24 miles.
Something like that. About 23 miles, 24 miles, Ryder.
Yeah, Roger.
Testicles 1 2.
There he is. Now you got audio.
Yeah, I'll get it figured out. Testicles 1 2.
Yeah, here you go. It's working out.
Something's wrong with my other microphone.
Yeah, you're probably right on the bad ground of the microphone.
Well, I could tell there was something wrong. Everybody was telling me there was something wrong. I just couldn't tell you I knew there was something wrong. I just didn't know what it was.
Is that 441?
County wide.
There you go.
Good evening, Tom. Mr. Spitfire. It was a good guess. We were just throwing out names.
Yeah, hello, Bassmaster. Yeah, I just couldn't confirm or deny because the microphone wasn't working for whatever reason.
Yeah, it almost sounded like a combination garage door opener / modem.
Yeah, well, these things happen when you run old antique flea market junk. Sometimes it just quits working from one day to the next.
Yeah, just like the weather forecaster.
So that's why I got to have more than one piece of gear for backup.
Hey, you sound a little nice and brisk and beefy tonight. Your audio is good.
Turner Super Sidekick, SBE Trinidad.
Cool, hope you had a good New Year there, Mr. Spitfire. Good to hear from you, that's for sure.
Yeah, good to hear from you and everyone else that's on the channel. Classic Radio Roundup, the Happy New Year edition.
Hey, Dave, you still out there?
Is Sandbagger out here?
Yeah, I don't hear him anymore.
He was out here about 10 minutes ago when I came out, 10 or 15 minutes ago. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard you at 8 o'clock when I started the gate, but I was still on very long wavelength frequencies.
Yeah, I heard you down there. Conditions are good tonight. You guys were S8, S9 tonight.
I was also running 275 watts of carrier.
You're still less than VW.
Yeah, well, him and Billy run quite a bit more than I do. I don't know how much power jump he did, but from his exciter to his amplifier, he jumped 30 dB.
Oh, damn. Hey, Dave. Yeah. Yeah, I sent you a message through Messenger. Okay. I'm not near the phone right now, though. So I can't read it.
Thank God these SBEs like any microphone you put on them.
Yeah, I forgot. I forgot completely about our theme tonight. And I had set up my Lafayette Comstat 25, and then I heard you mention on 160 that we were doing SBE, and I'm like, oh crap! So I had to run and get this thing. I got the Trinidad out.
Yeah, that's what I'm on, the Trinidad, and I was trying to use my Silver Eagle. The Silver Eagle wasn't being cooperative, so I had to look for my super sidekick, and here I am.
Well, good evening. Excuse me. Happy New Year's. Old JR on his SBE Trinidad 3. Hello. I remember.
Hello, old JR.
Sorry I missed you tonight, Pete, but I got tied up in something else. But, yeah, I hope you all had a good time. Sounds like you were down there doing your thing there.
Oh, yeah, we were all down there having a good time, covering all kinds of topics and subjects and just plain old yucking it up. And Dave, very weak, had a good idea for you and I to try something. Midday daylight hours sometime, you and I need to get on 160 and see what kind of signals and how they act daytime 160. And he said that will tell us if we're getting skywave and ground wave at the same time.
Oh, okay. That is a good idea. Yeah, that's something we can try. What the heck? That's no big deal to do. But it has to be on a Saturday. That would be a good day for me.
Well, Saturdays ain't going to work for me at all because I'm at work, but Sundays work.
Sunday's a day of peace. I don't know. Sunday, I don't know. I'm always into something on Sunday there. That's kind of the family day thing going on. Well, I don't know. There's always next year when I'm on vacation. Well, I don't know. I might not get my vacation next year. We'll work something out. I'll keep it in mind now.
Yeah, we'll forget all about it by that point. But anyway, yeah, my weekend is Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, so those are my only available times during the day, and they would be worth something worth trying though, just to see, because if we get big signals on each other with absorption in the daytime, that would explain why what we're getting going on is both skywave and ground wave at the same time.
Oh, yeah, I see what he's saying. I got you. Yeah, try it. Well, I don't know. But yeah, no, it is what it is, but I'll catch up with you. But that's a good idea to figure it out and see if that's an issue. That's a darn good pretty good idea, actually. The more I think about it.
I wouldn't think you guys would be close enough for Skywave.
Well, I think you should hear our signals to each other. There's so much phase distortion going on. It sounds like when you're listening to an AM broadcast station, like around dusk or dawn, and you get that multi path phase distortion going on. That's what it sounds like. Our signals to each other.
That's called selective fading. It's probably caused by multipath.
Well, I think VW Dave is on board with my thinking that we're hitting each other with both skywave and ground wave. And he says the way to prove that out is get on in daylight hours and see what happens.
Is that why you guys were in there so early? Was that yesterday? No. Yeah.
Good evening, Green Dog. Happy New Year's, buddy.
Hello, Greenie.
Happy New Year's right back, man. I just want to jump in here for a minute. Old Classic Radio Roundabout, hang out, listen for a little bit. Talking on my three knob. Over 85. Hello, Mr. Bagger.
Hey. It's all good, man. It's a whole new year.
That's right.
Is this audio level set all right?
Yeah, it seems to be. What mic are you using? Are you using like a chart or something or other?
Super sidekick. Yeah, I just want to know if the level's good.
You might want to turn it down just a tad, but it's good.
Sounds nice and brisk and loud.
Yeah, you're blowing smoke over here on this flat side M7. You are loud.
Well, what does it do if I set it far away from me then instead?
That's more better. But you kind of, on your peaks, you were kind of mushing up just a tad, and now it's not doing it.
All right. I'd rather do it this way then.
That's real good. That's perfect right there.
Wow, yeah, that's like arm's length away, sitting on the table, and I'm sitting back in my easy chair. Even better.
Smooth and mellow.
Hey, isn't JR retired? Shouldn't he have all the time in the world to get on 160 and talk to you?
Yeah, but he's not retired.
I mean, he should be retired, I would think. I'm not trying to say he's an old man. By the way, good evening time, Mr. JR. Hope you had a good New Year there, my friend.
Who is that?
Peter, I jumped in there and set it up to say hello to him with a little bit of a joke and a jab, and he ain't even there. Don't you hate that?
Well, that's what happens when you get old. That prostate acts up.
Yeah, for 10, I wanted to say hello, but I was thinking of some way to come in with a little bit of a joke. Yeah, to run in the bathroom.
10-100.
Yeah, it happens more frequently when you get older. Try sleeping through the night. It ain't happening anymore.
Yeah, for it's not my process. If I drink too much beer, then I wake up 2 or 3 times to go pee-pee.
You know what the solution to that is? Don't drink beer, drink whiskey.
Yeah, then you wake up in noon when you're supposed to be at work at 8 a.m.
I drink whiskey and I don't have to get up and pee as much as if I was drinking beer.
Yeah, beer's really bad for that.
Yeah, but whiskey's worse for the liver.
True.
Well, you don't drink it in the same quantities.
What, you mean you don't drink a gallon of wild turkey?
No, hell no.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good. I don't think you would wake up. Maybe for like a week and alcohol would come up if you drank that much.
Yeah, no, I'd never make it through that much. I'd wind up puking and being all kinds of sick anyway. So, yeah, and then it went. Yeah, it's just not going to work out that in that kind of quantity.
I can't drink whiskey straight anyway. It rips my throat apart.
Ah, I found the answer to that. Get an 8-ounce glass. You throw an ice cube in it, and then fill it up with the whiskey, and then it's golden.
Yeah, for a time. The only liquor that I can drink is brown rum. Other than that, I mean, I don't drink liquor to begin with, but that's the only thing I really enjoy.
Yeah, my go-to regular now is rye whiskey with an ice cube in the glass.
And we just had some of that. Amen, brother?
You can't get to the mic there, wise guy.
I didn't hear you, Chad. I was kind of saying I can't really hear Green Dog. What's that, buddy?
I ain't repeating myself twice.
I was keyed up when you were talking because I was saying I couldn't hear Green Dog.
All right, well, I guess you better read that book you got for Christmas.
Yeah, Happy New Year, my friend. How are you?
Pretty good. Happy New Year to you too there, for sure. Hope things went well for you. Sounds like it did.
Yeah, I'm alright. I just wanted to come out here and catch you guys chit-chatting and got a pretty decent bunch here.
Hey, you're smoking that cigar, ain't you?
Yes, sir. I got it in my left hand. I got my window down about 4 inches, and I'm sitting in my truck.
Is it still windy out?
It's very windy and it's very cold. I actually got the wood furnace going for, I guess, the second or third time this year. I put in a bunch of 3-year-old seasoned walnut and ash there.
Yeah, I've been burning my wood stove for a couple of weeks, except for this past Monday and Tuesday. There was no point then; it was too warm. But yeah, it's cooking now.
Yeah, it's cold. Yeah, I got it rolling, man. I carried it about, I guess about a quarter of a quart. I'm like a bum now, carrying this stuff, but I see them electric bills when I don't do it, so, it's worth it.
Yeah, well, I got 8 cords of cut stacked ash wood. That ought to get me through the winter. And propane ain't cheap. I'd rather burn wood than propane.
Yeah, I get all the logs I want. I got a couple of tree service guys that are real good friends, but I just gotta go get it, and I bring it here and cut it, and I got a splitter there.
Yeah, I get all the trees from my own property, and I got a splitter. And I just hate hauling the damn stuff from where it falls down to where I gotta split it and stack it. Like all that labor in between. I love cutting. I love splitting. I just don't like the rest of it.
Yeah, plus it's dirty too. There's shit all over my basement. Like bark and chips and all that crap.
Yeah, and then everything gets dusty.
Yeah, I got a Drolet central wood furnace that I put in, I guess, about 8 years ago.
Even after all that, still takes a nice chunk out of the propane bill.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, propane's not cheap. I know when I was sick there for a little bit, man. That electric bills in the winter are like $600, man. I hate them things. I don't miss them.
There's no pain like propane.
Well, hopefully, when we start drilling, maybe the price of that stuff will come down.
Yeah, but you know how long it takes? I mean, you could sign the letter that says, okay, we're drilling today. We wouldn't see the results of it for probably 4 or 5 years.
No, they're going to start drilling and pumping. We're going to be the natural gas king of the world.
They're going to ship ham puppets to another country.
Still makes it cheaper here.
Yeah, it takes a long time. You know, I mean, if it's an existing well and they're just going to start it up again, that's one thing. But if you're going to start to dig another one, it takes a long time to get all the surveys and do all the work and then finally start to drill, and then when it finally starts to produce product. And then we don't have a lot of refineries. We need to build more refineries.
Don't need refineries for natural gas. You only need that for the crude.
Oh, yeah. We want to do that, too.
Well, they managed to do it 8 years ago. In that 4-year span, they managed to do it. So I don't see why they can't do it again.
Yeah, we were just ramping up existing production. We weren't really drilling much new then. But who knows?
Well, the bottom line is, at least the next 4 years, we won't have a freaking war on fossil fuel, which is downright stupid, but hey.
Let's hope not. We still have a couple of loose cannons out there, though. You know, tensions in the Middle East, and you got Venezuela, which you don't know what the heck's going on with them, and then you got the Russia-Ukraine nonsense. So yeah, a lot of geopolitical nonsense that can affect things beyond what we can do.
We're still sitting on the world's largest natural gas reserves. It's time to start pumping.
Oh yeah. All I'm saying is, don't expect things to turn around overnight. It's going to take a little while.
Well, I don't expect it to happen January 21st, but just the futures market ought to change as long as the attitude changes.
Yeah, it's a big if.
Amen on that.
Yeah, we better stay away from the taxi and the guardrail, or Chucky won't check in with us.
Oh, he doesn't like that.
Nah.
Good man. Good man.
Is he a left winger?
No, not at all. But he just doesn't engage in that on the air. And we hit the guardrail with the taxi, and then we had to pull ourselves back to keep Chucky engaged.
Yeah, I heard you tell him about your big faux pas at the broadcast station. That was kind of funny.
Oh yeah. I don't know if he knew I was a DJ or not, but he knows now.
Still, thinking about that makes me chuckle.
It wasn't funny at the time, but it's funny now.
Well, yeah, it's what I mean. In retrospect, it was comical. I just think it's funny because I heard it.
I think it's funny, and I'm glad that you heard it, because it just gives it, continues to have meaning because somebody actually heard it. They can laugh about it now with me, but it wasn't funny at the time, especially after my father called me on the phone.
Yeah, well, validates the story, There's a witness. I heard it.
I didn't even know I did it until he called me on the phone, and then I was a nervous wreck the rest of my shift.
Trying to think of every word you're going to say before you say it, right?
Well, no, that wasn't the problem. The problem is when you're done actually talking, turn your microphone off.
Lesson learned.
Oh yeah, that was a hard lesson learned. Oh boy, did I learn that lesson. Never a hot mic again after that.
I learned that lesson with Teams and Zoom meetings and stuff. I make sure my mic's muted. I have a habit of making comments that people should not hear.
Yeah, well, after that, I never had a hot mic again.
Especially to your boss, Dave, right? He might have been listening on one of them.
Yeah, you never know.
All right, John, well, I'm going to head on in. It was a pleasure talking to everybody. I hope everybody has a good New Year. And until the next time we chat, I want to run on in there at 10 1.
All right, man. Good hearing you.
Yep, a happy and prosperous new year. Thanks for checking in with us there, Bassmaster. Spitfire, the countywide radio.
Catch you later there, Bassmaster. Happy New Year. Enjoy. Till next time. Oh, JR, we go.
Yeah, 4:40 p.m. on 27.15 Classic Radio Roundup. I'm checking out. You know what it is? The biggest mud duck in Montgomery County, Bassmaster, and we're back quiet.
That's right, northeastern Montgomery County.
Now, northwest Montgomery County there, Mr. Ram McNally, but with that note, I'll tug at you when I tug at you, my friend. Take care.
You know I'm over here smiling, right?
I know you are. I'm laughing, too. That's pretty funny. All right, everybody. Take care. Bagger, Green Dog, and Mr. JR, my friend. Until we do it again, you know what it is. I'm back quiet.
I could tag that on and have a really long sign off. Spitfire 441, the countywide radio. Rand McNally.
There you go. Ram McNally from San Antonio, Pennsylvania, transmitting out of Montgomery County. All right, guys, take care until we do it again. You know it is the biggest mud duck in Red Hill, Montgomery County. We're back quiet.
See you later there, Bassmaster. Good to hear you on.
Take care.
Yeah, but everybody knows that northwestern Montgomery County is right near Jersey.
You know, that was along the lines of something like I was just going to say myself.
I wonder where that map reader is, Rooster. Yeah.
Didn't we get in here Monday night, right? He was in here Monday night.
Yeah, he popped in.
Monday night. Wow.
Oh, yeah, Monday night's a pretty busy night. Train was in here. Train said he doesn't think he'd make it in here tonight because he's doing family time.
Yeah, I did that last night.
And the tinnitus is in here.
Oh, no. Time to get in the mobile.
And Night Train does hear the tinnitus.
Oh, he does?
Yep.
Uh-huh.
So the three big receivers in the area hear it. Now we need to find others that can hear it. And somebody's got to be close to it.
Yeah, well, I think we all have to be in here at the same time. That's the deal, to figure that all out. But I don't know. It's a mystery.
Problem is I can't hear it on my beam. The only one of us now that has a beam would be the train.
You don't turn that.
What do you mean he doesn't turn it? What's the point? What's the point of having a beam if you can't turn it? Sandbagger accepted.
Now listen, I gotta tell you, I forget what it was, last week or something, he was talking to somebody. Oh Lord, it was somebody down the line there, I forget who it was. But I was 10-5 for Train. He don't like anybody 10-5 for him, but the guy couldn't hear him. And I told Train, I said, flip over to your beam, swing the beam down, you'll hear him. And that's right, Train couldn't hear him. No, I don't know, vice versa. They couldn't communicate. So I told him, I said, turn your beam down. He says, oh no, that's too much trouble. Got to switch cables around, get the rotor out, and I don't know. So apparently he don't use that thing.
Well, that's just, you know, I couldn't live like that. I'm not even going to give it a name, but I couldn't live like that. I'd be buying an antenna switch, give up on buying one eBay radio for that month, buy an antenna switch and set up so I could flip on the fly and turn that beam to where it needed to go. Oh, I couldn't live like that.
I thought he had it set up on a switch because he was switching back and forth before when we were doing signal checks. And see, the reason he runs the stick is because it seems to work better. It's up higher in elevation. So he puts out a better signal. Although now that he's got the PDL actually works better than that Joe gun thing he used to have. That thing's horrible. He could turn that thing completely around and the signal didn't change more than maybe half an S. I could turn the beam away from him and drop him down into the noise. What the heck kind of a beam is that? But his PDL seems to work better. But I don't know. Maybe not better enough.
My co-phase sticks work better than that Joe gun beam, apparently.
I'm not saying the beam don't work. I'm just saying he wasn't ready to go and swap. He said he had to swap coaxes out. That I do remember. Swap coax out and the rotor, and it just was too much work. Is the bottom line. So maybe he just wasn't in the mood that night. Don't bust on him too bad. He just might have. You know what? It's very possible. He may have been down, laying in the down position there with the microphone upside his head, kind of comfy. I think that might have been what it was.
That makes more sense.
That makes a lot more sense. Yeah, and I think we'll be able to get him on 160 sooner than he thinks, because Chucky's going to donate a tube transmitter to him.
And you got a breaker in there.
That's just Green Dog. He already broke.
No, one Green Dog was somebody else. Hey, hello there, 845 down there on the Maryland line. You got old JR up here. I hear you, buddy. How you doing? Happy New Year.
Hey, 42, heard you in there. Happy New Year to you too. Just coming around the band, heard you guys talking. I believe we spoke the other evening there, so waiting to stay in here tied up. Y'all sound pretty good down here around Fawn Grove.
Hey, Roger, on the Fawn Grove. Yeah, I did talk to you, as a matter of fact. I don't know, a few nights back there, but I remember. Yeah, you sounding good up here. I got a room full of you. Doing a good job down there from Fawn Grove. Hey, Happy New Year. All right, my friends, there's a couple others in there. Might want to get back to you there, but I'll take a standby. You have a good one, okay?
Hey, 42. Yeah, I hear them real well, too. We're not afraid to turn our beam, by the way.
How about at 842? 441 is Spitfire. Copy?
Hey, all right, there. Go ahead there, Pete. Get back to 845, I think it was. Boy, I got them in the book, but I forgot the number already.
It's 842. I wonder if he hears 441.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, it'd be 45, not 845. Yeah, we hear you. No problem.
Now I'm confused. What's the numbers then? 45?
Yeah, 10-4, yeah, just normal 45.
Oh, well, then I heard that all wrong. Hello, 45. Yeah, man, you're coming up here really well. I'm in the Pottstown area. 441, the Spitfire, working this old SBE Trinidad. Coming in real nice.
Hey, Roger, D, it must be old radio tonight, because this is that old voice 1641. So, yeah, thank you guys doing a good job. All of you doing a good job coming down here for sure.
Yeah, appreciate you coming by and checking in with us. We do this every Wednesday night from 8 to 10 or even a little after 10. It's old radio night up here in the area, and always glad to have people checking in. And yeah, I got my antenna up at 100 feet or so in the air, so yeah, I think it's working out. I only recently did it a few months ago, got it up at 100 feet, so I'm happy to hear you.
No, it's doing a great job coming down here for sure. Yeah, I know where you all are at. We used to go up there to that Ted Mallers used to have those train auctions up there.
Don't know nothing about any train auctions, but okay. If you know the area, then you know where I'm at.
Take 23 over to 100 and then head up there to 29, pick up 78 there, 10-4.
Yeah, that's above. If you went all the way up to 78, that's up above me. But I'm a few miles east of Route 100 and 422.
Okay, well, I still kind of know the area. Yeah, we used to go up there, but as train auctions was It's either Pottstown or Phoenix. I can't remember, but it was a fire hall up there. I do remember that for sure.
Yeah, I'm not too far away from Phoenixville, a little bit west of Phoenixville, a little bit east of Pottstown, a little town called Sanatoga, a couple miles off of Route 422. I'm actually a couple miles north of the Limerick nuclear power plant. I'm sure you know where that is.
Kind of, sort of. I don't know. Like I say, we just run through there, and I know where they have that big flea market on 100. I know where that is. I always wanted to stop, but we're always taking somebody home or picking somebody up there, 10-4.
Oh, yeah, 10-4, Jake's Flea Market on 100 in Valley. Yeah, that's not too far away from me, maybe 5 or 6 miles to the northwest. But yeah, that's a nice big flea market there. It's fun to go to in the summertime. I swear it's getting bigger too.
Yeah, it always looked like it was hopping on a Saturday there for sure when we rode by. All right, my friend, 441, and the other Joe, I think it was JR. I'm going to get out of the way. I'm going to tie your channel up here. But I just wanted to come in and say Happy New Year. Maybe we'll catch up with you in here again if you're in here.
Yeah, man, every Wednesday night. Check in with us. We're in here every Wednesday night on AM and about the same time frame every Sunday night on single sideband if you have half a mind to join us. You're always welcome and somebody will hear you. So stand by before you go away completely. There may be others up this way that want to get down on your antenna. 73 and Happy New Year. Thanks for the contact. Spitfire 441.
8:45, real quick before you go. Hey, you're running the Moonraker 4, is that correct?
I heard somebody, I think I double keyed with you.
Yeah, I said you're running the Moonraker 4, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, I put you in the logbook with that. I thought it was. Okay, go ahead, gentlemen. Go ahead and get back to him. On JR, stand by.
Does anybody else hear him?
Not at all.
And I know he's not going to be able to hear me right now, but I grew up not too far from Fawn Grove.
What's that, Green Dog? You grew up near there, Fawn Grove?
Yeah, it wasn't in southern New York County, yes, sir. I grew up in Felton, and Fawn Grove isn't really too far away from there. Glen Rock, Fawn Grove, Wrightsville, down around that area, yeah.
Oh, so that place is like more out York way? Is that where it's at?
Fawn Grove is southern New York County, yeah.
Wow. I thought he would have been more straight south. I don't know where that place is, but yeah, that's even farther away to Maryland that way.
Mason-Dixon line, right?
That's what he said, and then when you guys told me I heard him say Fawn Grove, but yeah, I don't know exactly where that place is. We're about 6 miles north of the Mason-Dixon line here. Between Delta and Fawn Grove there, 10-4.
Oh, yeah, copy.
Thanks for that. Appreciate it.
6 miles north of the Mason-Dixon line in York County then. Yeah, that's a good hike from here.
That's, it's what, 60 miles to Fawn Grove. It's maybe a little bit more, 60-mile drive. I can't hear the other guy if he's talking, but I hear you too still.
Yeah, there's a guy in here you probably can't hear. He grew up in that area, so he's giving us some details. Come on.
Okay. Well, there's a pool over here, Sinburgers, and then they got that corn maze up the road here for Maple Lawn Farms. We're about 5 miles from there.
You know Maple Lawn Farms, Greenie?
I do not. I'm not familiar with that. And I haven't lived there since, probably 25 years. So, yeah, it's important.
Well, I'm sure you know the basic geographic area where he's at, even if not the details. That's enough. But yeah, that's a good shot from here for sure. Me and my antique flea market junk.
That's right.
Yeah, he runs that Moonraker 4, man. He points it up here. He comes up a rolling.
Yeah, it's doing the job.
I can't even hear him. Because I don't have the beam that way. 6 back up.
If you were able to turn your beam down southwest there, Dave, I bet you'd hear him for sure.
Yeah, I probably would. But that's one of my bad directions because I'm running right into the side of French Creek Hills and all.
Yeah, I could sit here and talk with him all night. I mean, that's how good he's coming in here.
That's why I was surprised you didn't hear him.
I did hear him.
No, when he first broke in.
That's because he was doubling with Green Dog.
No, he wasn't.
Well, I don't know. I can hear him fine now. I don't know why I didn't hear him or whatever. Yeah, he was doubling with Green Dog, and they're the same signal strength.
That's funny. I hear Green Dog perfectly fine. Can't hear this guy at all.
That guy and Green Dog are the same signal strength to me. I have to check the video gate, but I heard him when I heard him, or at least I thought I did.
Thank you, Green Dog, but I know exactly where he's at there. 10-4?
Yeah, 10-4. I grew up, if you see Delta over there toward the right, if you go up Route 74 ways, I grew up in Felton Brogue area, and then Red Lion, Allentown, Windsor area.
Yeah, that's where you get your attitude at down there.
That board.
I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding.
It's not really too far away, but folks do have a different way of living down there, especially when you start getting into them hills and dales and all that stuff.
Oh, I understand. I definitely understand. Different attitude. Kind of relaxing, I think.
Well, that's what I need to do. Retire out to a place like that, get on one of them hills, get me a 4-element moonraker, stick it up on high in the air on my big hill, and I can still talk with you guys.
No, you already got your plans for retirement. I remember exactly what you said.
Yeah, it's whatever the wife tells me I'm going to do.
That's right.
Oh, dang.
If I had my ways, I'd buy a 60-foot sailing yacht and sell everything else and just move around from place to place. If I can't access it by water, I ain't going.
Had to build a Walmart on an island.
I'd spend all winter down in the Caribbean and then all summer cruising up and down the coast.
We're happy right where we're at, man. I always wanted 1,000 feet elevation, 950, ain't nothing to sneeze at. And soon enough, I get this station 10 8 straight, we'll be good to go.
Yeah, you really need a vertical.
I know this, man, and I've got a bunch of them, man. That pretty soon, one of these days, it's going up.
But anyway, going back to what I was saying before 45 popped in there is we'll be getting night train on 160 meters, I think, sooner than he thinks.
Jeez.
Chucky's going to give him a DX100.
Oh, no. Oh, no. How about that? Now you're going to put only the receiver.
Well, he could come up with a receiver one way or another. Otherwise, I'll have a solution for him. I'm going to be building his 160 antenna, I guess, this weekend. It won't take me that long. Now I'm just driven to do it. But, yeah, he needs to get on there. Once he gets some tube AM gear on low band, I think we'll get him hooked.
Oh, so you don't want him to use his icon. You want to throw some glass at him. Oh, yeah, he'll like that.
Yeah, he'll like the glass. Would you say, Dave?
So I guess he'll be there before I am.
Well, you're a lost cause. We know you're not. We're not going to get you there because you can't put an antenna up.
Well, I can. It's just going to have to be makeshift.
Well, yeah. Well, you might be one of them end-fed wire guys or something.
Of course, yeah. Makeshift antennas means makeshift signal. And that won't be very appealing.
Well, that's not entirely true. Apparently, talk to Very Weak. All about shorter 160 antennas, but they can be made to work if you feed them properly.
Yeah, I mean, you can put a folded dipole too. You know, that's a lot shorter.
And even you were on there, JR, I think, talking to that BTK Billy. He's using a 80-meter dipole, but he's putting it on 160, and he has got a big signal. But yeah, he's got some kind of homebrew tuner that's making it work.
Well, I don't know. They all sound pretty doggone good. I don't think they have any of them have anything to complain about. But me on a beach, what? You want me to get glass? No, I don't want no glass. I despise glass. I drink out of a glass, though.
I wasn't saying anything about that. I'm talking about short antennas, but force feeding them and making them work.
Oh, yeah, mine. Oh, are you saying I'm force feeding mine?
No. Somehow you must not have heard what I said. You remember the guy Billy, call sign ends in BTK on 160?
No, I don't actually. Billy, he's not on the list.
I thought you were in there when he was in there, but anyway, he's force feeding some makeshift smaller than 160 antenna. He's got plenty of signal, but it's all about the force feeding in the proper way, apparently.
Well, I don't know. You know what? He is on the list, actually. Yeah, but I forget what he did explain the antenna he had there. It was, you're right. It was, I forget what he called that doggone thing.
I think it was a 75-meter antenna folded in on itself or some nonsense.
Kind of, sort of, yeah. I remember it was wrapped around there, kind of. Not wrapped around, but in that direction.
Well, the trick is force feeding it with some power if you got a smaller antenna with the proper tuner.
I don't have problems with the power part.
You don't have the problem with the antenna part neither. You or I don't have that problem.
Well, Dave, it will work. He'll get out. He'll throw it out there. All depends what design. See, I don't know where he's laid out at, so I mean, you got more of an idea than I do, but something can be done, I'm sure.
Well, that really depends on what he's willing to risk, kind of wrath from his better half, as to what he can try and force feed or. But I know Dave can overcome and adapt and force feed and come up with the proper solution if he really desires it. But that really depends upon how much or what he can sneak past. I know the situation. I really do. And I'm not that far off from yours, but not quite as restricted as you.
Well, there's also a property limitation. I've only got slightly under a half an acre, so there's not really a lot of real estate.
Well, VW Dave did it on a New Jersey town, small lot, probably not as big as your lot, and he made it work somehow.
But he's not there anymore.
No, he's not there anymore, but he was able to make it work, so it can be done.
Oh, yeah, it can be done, and it will work. The question is how well. And, it's baby steps.
Well, from what I understand, it's all in the matching network and the feeding of the antenna.
Yeah.
or a big part of it. The rest of it is just plug it into the wall socket is the rest of the solution, I guess.
Yeah, well, that's where things fall apart for me, because that big power is big money, and I don't have that.
Yeah, but you got some kind of power there, don't you?
I 160. I have an SBE 200, but it doesn't do 160, so I have to modify it.
Oh man.
So what's going on, though? What did I miss?
Everything, Badger. You missed it all.
The whole boat. Oh man, that's what happens when you have an XYL. You know, you got to spend 5 minutes with her, then you lose everything on the other side.
Yeah, that ship has already sailed. Good evening there, Badger. Welcome to the roundup.
I was here a little while ago. Thank you very much, though. So I got another radio coming in. Hopefully it'll get me straightened out and be on frequency.
You're on frequency enough for me to hear you.
Well, I've been searching for this radio for a while, and I made a mistake and tried to buy it online, and it didn't work. And I finally landed one, so the guy's supposed to send me a tracking number tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't bought a radio since last year. I'm due.
Year, don't give me a wise guy there.
What's up, JR?
Hey, Badger. I don't know if he did that on purpose or he's just being a funny guy there. But yeah, happy New Year there.
Right back at you, man.
Hello, Badger.
I heard somebody out there saying, hello, Badger. Who's that out there?
You got Green Dog on his Mud Duck Classic Radio.
Holy shit, hang on a second.
Oh, yeah, fire up your preamp.
Hello, Green Dog. Is that any better?
Good thing Mrs. Train ain't listening.
Yeah, she be stringing up Badger on the watch line.
Yeah, Green Dog, I switched over to the wire antenna. It's a little bit more horizontal than the other one. Is that any better?
I hear you fine. Apparently you still can't hear me, I think.
Yeah, you just have a good vertical there, buddy.
I know, flat side's not for everybody.
Yeah, I know. Well, you know what? You gotta do what you gotta do. So, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year there, Badger. Now I'm back clear.
All right, Greenie, let's see what you're doing on my horizontal antenna. Come on. Oh my God, I can't hardly hear you on my horizontal antenna, or less than the vertical for whatever reason, man. It's not working tonight with the horizontal. I could hear you, but not as good as on my vertical. But that ain't saying much.
I hear you on your flat side.
My transmit because it's dirty. I don't receive most channels. I got this one to work by fiddling around with it, but I need to get some cleaner to clean this thing up.
Somebody's got a carrier, but no audio.
That must have been me.
No, it wasn't you. It was much stronger than you.
Wasn't me.
No, they had a little bit of a ring when they keyed up, too.
I heard that.
Yeah, it kind of went ring.
real high pitch.
That's right. Somebody, I don't know if they're trying to talk or they just can't talk or they just don't want to talk.
They're real low here. I barely hear them.
Well, they're stronger than Green Dog here. So if they actually had audio instead of just a ringtone when they key up and they said something, I would hear what they would be saying if they said something.
Shark, you there?
Actually, his ping got stronger. Somebody said, "Are you there?"
It sounded like, Shark, are you there? I think we're going to need a bigger boat.
I got it. That antenna's working just fine.
Whose antenna's working fine? More mystery signals.
I'm right around the corner from where you used to live.
Is that 123?
3 in the Mobile.
I'm 23. I'm down here in King Manor. I heard of Roger B.
Hello, 123 around King Manor, county-wide.
Yeah, just got a bunch of crap in my ear. I hear you in there, but I just got a bunch of noise in my ear.
Oh, well, that's a shame. That's a shame. Get some Q-tips out and clean out your ears. There's still the mystery carrier in there with the ring.
Yeah, but he might have been talking to him, though. That might have been, 123 talking to him. I don't know.
How can he talk to him if he ain't talking back?
Well, the 123 got that special ear there. I think he was troubleshooting somebody.
That could be. That's a nice key up, though, with that ring.
Sounds like a glass tube with gas.
Oh, no, it's going gazy.
Good evening across the water. You're 144 Maybrook.
There's 147 David somewhere. There you go, Pete. Go after him. You got the power.
Who's that 147 Mobile?
144 Mighty Blue.
Oh, 144. Hello, 144. 441. Where are you at?
Hello, Mr. 441. I'm in Barbados in the West Indies.
Ah, Roger on the Barbados. 144. You made it to Pennsylvania. 441, the Spitfire. Welcome to the Classic Radio Roundup here in Pennsylvania. Sounding good. Go ahead.
Up here in Australia, man. I'm also on a classic, man. This is my 148 GTI. I've been around for eons, man. One old stupid radio with a whole lot of audio power there, man.
Yeah, it's doing its thing. You're doing your thing. Coming up here like a local, man. You thought you were in the neighborhood. Didn't realize any kind of skip conditions going on. Well, welcome into my SBE Trinidad. My SBE Trinidad right back at you down there in Barbados. 144, 441.
Up here in Australia, Mr. 441. You sounding good, looking good. You seem to be some real estate here in Bridgetown, man. It seems like you got some real estate. Looking good and sounding good. Keep on keeping on. Have yourself a super fine one. Welcome the new year ahead. 144, Mighty Blue, bomb up.
Hey, 144. Hey, man, thanks for stopping by. And a happy new year to you. Sounding good up here in Pennsylvania tonight on my old SBE Trinidad. That Cobra 148 you got's working for you. No doubt about it. Sounding good. Take care, my friend. All the best in the new year. 441 Countywide Radio.
Yeah. Stay
something for us for yourself also, Mr. 441. Have yourself a good one. Better tomorrow. 144. We be on the site.
That's the kind of skip I like. Thanks for stopping by.
Hey, Pete. From SBE to SBE, Trinidad to Trinidad, I think that's the best sounding radio you got.
Oh man!
That was great contact.
I'm telling you, that thing sounds great.
It's even better than my Demco Super Satellite. Come on.
441.
Countywide.
Stand on top of your radio and take a bow.
Yeah, no kidding. Thank you.
But you got to remember, I'm on my SBE too, so it has a more pleasant receiver on it.
Yeah. I do need to use this radio more than I do. I just don't like the S meter on it. I like everything else about it. I just don't like the S meter.
A little hard for you to see at your age?
No. Nobody can get past the S7.
That's just an adjustment.
No, I've tried adjusting. It's just stingy.
It's stuck.
If you give me anything more than an S7 or an S8, you must be in my driveway. It's the worst S meter ever. It just doesn't move.
That's ironic, too, because Trinidad used to be extremely loose S meters.
Yeah, well, I got one that's virgin tight. But otherwise, though, this radio is cream puff. My electrician brother-in-law was doing electrical work at somebody's house, and he saw it in their closet and asked them what they were doing with it. They said, nothing. Do you want it? And they gave it to him. So he gave it to me. Best price I ever paid.
Oh, man.
This free is for me.
Perpetually fall into crap.
It happens.
I got a buddy, man. He's always stepping in it, always getting good deals, always picking stuff up. He picked up a gun cabinet. It's a 8-gun gun cabinet for $1 at auction. Dude, I cleaned that thing up and it looks beautiful.
I got my SBE Trinidad for nothing.
So you can't complain about the meter being stingy.
No, that's why I don't complain about it. Because he just found it. He knew I was a radio guy, and he brought it home and gave it to me. And it looks like somebody brought it out of the box, used it for like the year of 1975, then put it back in the closet, and it's sat there ever since. Man, I wouldn't even have thought there was any skip conditions at all right now. I love it when it's like that.
That's what usually happens. You get in here, start talking, you yap, and they kind of come in there. And I think he's the one that was making all the noise. That 148 was making that funny noise and that high-speed pinging off. I heard it. Well, I heard him in there, and then I seen it get better, and then, yeah, I think he's the guy.
That's the only time or the only kind of skip that I like on CB radio, when you don't think the band is open and they pop in there. When it's all that S9 heterodyne, down getters and wave handers and mail readers and all that nonsense, I can't stand it. But if you're just sitting in here talking and Skipland comes in and you think he's another local, that's the kind I like.
You're particular.
I am. That's why I do all my Skipland talking on 10 meters AM and get the hell off of this band, because it's a train wreck.
That's for damn sure.
But you get that kind of stuff in here like that I like.
That ain't gonna happen. No way.
It just did.
No, yeah, but that's the islands. They, you see, you're not in here enough during the week to see what's going on. But I mean, like during the day, forget about it. During the day, the hours you're on 10 meters there, forget it. It's not happening here.
No, it's a train wreck. And I try to talk to Dave locally, and I get buckshotted from channel 15 and buckshotted from channel 11, and then they start to wipe out Dave with his 10/9 signal to me. I'm like, that's it. I can't take it anymore. I'm going 10 meters. See you later. Bye.
Yeah, it's a mess. That's why I'm glad most of it is at the back of the beam.
I like that nice, clear 10-meter AM where I'm on frequency, the skip land station's on frequency, and there ain't nobody else. Nothing adjacent channel screwing things up. Nobody doubling, no pile-ups, wave handers, down getters, none of that.
That's right.
Oh, man.
I was going to say, we got a bunch out here. Yeah, somebody opened the barnyard door. Yeah, what's going on, guys? How you doing today? Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year's there, Freebird.
Let's kind of take the guess. Yeah, hello, Freebird. Spitfire, 441.
Yeah. Everybody doing good? Yeah, you can lose that echo, though. Yep, I can do that. Is it any better there? Yeah. No problem. Don't want to be a pain in the ass. Want to actually be able to hear people.
Yeah, that's easier on my ears.
Down to 10-8 straight now. Yeah, there's fun every now and again. It depends on the mood.
Oh, yeah, I'm guilty. I have an echo. Well, yeah, I got one echo mic here, and I got to be good and drunk to fire that thing up, though.
Yeah, imagine that.
And that's for more for my own entertainment, and then when I feel like being in a belligerent mood, but that doesn't happen as often as it used to.
Yeah, when everybody's kind of in the same mood at a certain time of the day, or morning, PM, AM,
Yeah, that used to happen a lot when old 05 and I would sit here and get drunk together on the air and then just drive everybody else crazy.
Yeah, just a couple of you on there, and have fun. But, when there's a group of us talking, that's not the time for all that.
There is a time and a place for everything, with discretion.
Hey guys, I'm pulling the plug. Have a good night. Happy New Year to all. 73rds.
See you, Doug.
Good night, Doug. Good night, Badger.
Good night there, Mr. Badger. Happy New Year. Catch you later. See ya.
All right, JR, 441 and Dave, I all heard you. And Green Dog, I heard you out there too. So 73rds to all. I'm out. Hey, where's Wayne?
Yeah, where's Wayne? I know that was Wayne, but Wayne, you're feeding back. But at least you're there listening. All right, 10-4.
Take care, Bowser. Happy New Year.
I don't know what you said, but I do know it's you. Oh, God, that's terrible. You got a serious squeal. I barely hear your voice, but I do know it's you, because you're the only signal that gives me 9 S units on this old SBE Trinidad. Why are you squealing so bad?
SWR's probably up from all the rain we got last night.
Man, that's really bad. I hear his voice in there, but it's like super high-pitched squeal, obviously, you hear. But I did hear his voice.
I think
Yeah, Wayne, we're all gonna have to come over there and get you straightened out, man. We can't have this. Not for too much longer. Hopefully we don't have to wait till spring before we hear you, but it might have to be. Ah, it's awful. You're gonna wake the dogs all up.
The cocks, the geese, the night owls.
To woke the dogs up.
Oh yeah, the dogs, they hear that again. They're all gonna start barking. No. Turn your power down low just to see. All the way down.
Maybe it's a dead battery.
There you go. How about that?
That I hear. Now you're it's gone.
Yeah, I turned the power almost all the way down.
Yeah, I hear you. There may be others, but I definitely hear you, and there's no squeal now.
Oh well, let me get back to listening. When we put together a couple guys to take this antenna down and match it up, I'm ready.
All right. Well, at least you can get away with low power, and at least let us know you're still alive. So that's all good.
That's a big 10-4 there. Yeah, I can hear you. In listening mode. Pretty good. Now we're on Pine Forge.
Good evening, Renegade. Yeah, I hear you over here too. You're good.
How about if I do this? Does that help?
You're fine. You're fine right what you're doing.
Okay. Power's down, and I turn the audio up.
Yeah, you sound good to me. But yeah, like as long as JR hears you, then you ought to get some coverage.
I can hear you too. Jeez.
Yeah, I think everybody's hearing them that normally does.
Yeah, we can understand you without that squeal.
Yeah, I'm showing low SWRs right now. That's probably why. Yeah, I'm getting about a 1 out of him, but I can hear you loud and clear.
Where you at? You said Pine Forge?
Yeah, that's all I'm at, Freebird.
Yeah, Roger Freebird. He's over in Sanatoga by the outlet mall.
Yeah, I'm very familiar. I was actually over there where I helped put the antenna up originally when Alley Cat was still around.
Oh, well, you know exactly where he is then.
Yeah, I got an S6 noise level from my heat exchanger too.
Yeah, that's why. Go ahead, Green Dog.
Hello?
What'd you say?
No, the other gentleman in there, he sounds like Nightlight, a guy you used to know from the McDonald's days down there in Potsdam.
Well, that would be Freebird. He's in Pine Forge. I don't know if there's any connection.
Sounds an awful lot like Nightlight F4, that's all I'm saying. How that's like.
Well, at least you didn't get on down.
I should be to that point right about now because, I got work tomorrow, but it's Cotton Radio Roundup, and I'll stay the bus.
First classic radio roundup of 2025.
Hopefully not the last. Is it being recorded?
There is a video gate rolling now. It'll be uploaded and available for your viewing pleasure sometime tomorrow morning.
I'll be waiting for the notification. 10-4, Roger, I'll back out. Unless you lose power.
Are you one of my subscribers?
I do believe I did subscribe. I don't really know how to work these things, and I tell you the truth, I don't subscribe to people every day, so I think I did the right thing, and I do believe I am a subscriber.
Well, if you get notifications, you must be a subscriber, but I'm over 230 subscribers now, which actually blows my mind.
You might have to do a special which I'm sure you've had no issue at all from the beginning.
Well, I get 500 subscribers. The 500th subscriber will get a classic radio. Might not be anything special, but they'll get a classic radio. But I'm a long way from 500. I never thought I'd get past 100, to be honest. But I'm at over 200 now, which amazes me.
It's your charming personality.
The way the TV world is, that's not really too bad. Because, I mean, and all that stuff. TV radio is a thing of the way past, you know? So, honestly, that's not really too bad. And if I was doing it, I wouldn't expect the same either.
Yeah, it took me, I don't know, I've been doing the video gates. How long now, Dave? 10 or 15 years? At least 10. I don't know if it's been 15.
On and off, yeah.
Yeah, when were the first ones, though? Like 2012, maybe?
When you guys first started that?
I have to go back and look and see what the date of the first video gate is, but I think 2012, somewhere around there.
I'd say my kid was about 3 to 5 years old when that stuff was going on. That puts us back to 13, 14 years ago.
Yeah, that's about right, I think. So it took me that long, but I got over 230 subscribers, and I'm amazed. Hey, as long as people enjoy it, I'll keep doing it.
That's right. Keep doing it.
Yeah, like that. We should do it. And it will give them different perspectives, you know. All right, well, they already know they can't talk to this guy or that guy too well, but they hear this one and that one pretty well. And if they all had a gate going, so forth.
Well, I think things have improved, at least on the gate perspective, when I put my antenna up where it is, because I hear everything pretty much everybody else hears, and even some things others don't. So if you're at your station and you can't hear what I'm talking to or I hear, well, then you can check out the gate and you can hear what I heard.
It's always been a useful tool. When you start that back in at the end of the hot rod days, is pretty much when I moved up to Boston, and these guys had something going on all the time, and that was I love that live stream feedback. That was really cool.
Oh yeah, man, the SBE radio days, that was the best when all the live feeds were going on. When Bagger had his going, 05 had one going, I had one going, but I think Sam Bagger had his going the longest, and that was good fun, that stuff.
Yeah, it was like instant radio check. You didn't have to have nobody in there. There was always somebody there.
I know. You didn't have to have anybody else on channel, and you could still test out things and see how it was doing, what it sounded like, what your signal was doing, whatever. Instant radio check, instant gratification.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, just enough delay in there that you could key up and say, hello, 1, 2, 3, and then you get on key and hear yourself. And you can see the S meter.
I know, that was the best when we had all that stuff going on with the SBE radios.
That's what I'm saying. We got to bring that back. I'd be rolling the breaker as well because
Hang on.
I got this cave here, so it wouldn't be nothing to set up a tripod and film it all. Yeah, it was good old times on my street cruising and up on the radio. Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't have a computer in my shack no longer, so I'd have to put a computer down in here to get that going again. It's not an insurmountable thing.
Still down in the basement?
Yeah, I'm still down in the basement. Just no computer down here. Hasn't been one down here for a while, and I don't know if I'll make that investment again or not. Probably should, just for spew radios, because it was so popular.
Hey, Breaker Channel? Yeah, there was a breaker out there. I'm in your same boat, dude. I want to get a computer. I don't want something tiny or small or weak or whatever. Yeah.
Hang on, we'll get you.
Let the breaker go.
Go ahead, Breaker.
Go ahead, Breaker.
Breaker, the window is open. Take it or forfeit.
Oh, okay. You guys were talking to me. I thought you were talking to somebody else.
Now we're talking to you, Breaker.
Okay. Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you good. Actually, Spitfire, you give me like 9 pounds where I'm sitting here at church in Crooked, and Dave's only giving me like a pound.
Church and Crooked. I know exactly where that's at. That's not even great ground.
No. Well, actually, you know the parking lot right up on the right-hand side?
I know you're somewhere near King Shooter Supply.
Yeah, I'm across the street and across and down the street a little bit. I'm actually right on the corner. King Shooter's on, down the street a little bit.
Yep. I know where it is. I remember, but yeah, that's not even the greatest ground.
I haven't checked it, but I tell you what, I think it's around 200 feet of elevation.
Like I said, it's not the greatest ground in that area. That Bridgeport Park is higher than that.
But only by about 50 feet.
50 feet is 50 feet.
Is that the goose I'm hearing? Well, but I was sitting there at the Bridgeport Park. I was listening to you guys. I couldn't hear Freebird.
But you can hear him there?
I don't know. Were you talking to him?
I was talking to Green Dog, but Freebird made comments in there too, yeah.
Yeah, I was just reaching out. Yeah, that's a goose out there, right?
That's 123 Stinger.
Yeah, who's that? He's in the mud.
Go ahead, Freebird. Go back to Stinger 123.
What's up, Stinger? You got a copy on me? Yeah, funny thing is, I can hear him.
Well, go back to him if you can hear him.
Well, what's up, Freebird? I don't think you can hear me. Yeah, I can hear you, bud. Yeah, you're not giving me a whole lot, but I can hear loud and clear. All right, roger that, man. Happy New Year, bud.
Pete, did I hear you right?
What I do?
You said Freebird.
Well, I'm 3 adult beverages in later. It's possible. That's what you heard.
There's the truth,
I heard him. That's what I heard. I'm like, I'm sitting there. I pulled my ear there. I said, I didn't hear that right.
Well, I'll have to review the video gate to see if that's what I actually said or not. I can neither confirm nor deny it, but it's entirely possible, so I won't deny it.
3 whiskeys in. This is getting funny.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely 3 whiskeys in at this point. I started at 6:30.
You're doing. Okay, all right. I had a 6-pack before that.
Yeah, and I'm almost ready for a 4th, but I think I'm not.
You just gotta do it.
Nah, I don't know. Like, I'm debating. Like, there's only half an hour left and I'm going to be in here, and I don't know if that's a good idea.
2 more ice cubes, 3 more fingers, you're good to go. Now you got me a couple more iced teas already, and I ain't gotta work tomorrow. Ain't nothing happening.
I'm working on this on a Christmas present. A friend of mine lives out in Bend, Oregon, and they got this distillery called Crater Lake Distillery in their neighborhood. And she sent me a bottle of this rye whiskey, their reserve. God, is it good.
To the rye lately. Thanks to 513, Mr. Wonder Boy. They put me onto the rye whiskey, and I was like, yeah. I was a Jim Beam fan. That was my go-to. Those rye whiskeys, yeah, buddy.
I like a bourbon, But I really like rye whiskey over any other whiskey. It's so good. It's got flavor. It's smooth. Don't burn.
Yeah, absolutely. No burn, no nothing. So we got a chest cold floating around over here. And maybe you can tell by my voice, but and she came to me. She was like, "Honey, give me something for me." So I said, "All right, I'll give you some of my rye whiskey." Oh man, it burns. Oh no, no, rye whiskey don't burn. It was helping her throat out though.
You know what else is kind of a bonus? It's kind of cool is rye whiskey was invented right here in Pennsylvania.
That's a good fun fact to know. Thank you, Mr. 441.
That is a fun fact to know. Rye whiskey is native to Pennsylvania.
Yep, RPA is good for something.
Bourbon's good, but rye is better.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. I think I am on the rye train.
Yeah, well, here's a couple for you. Bullet rye is a good regular staple for a decent price. So that's like my everyday rye is Bullet. But you want some good stuff, really good, and spend a little extra money, get some Dad's Hat. And Dad's Hat's really good. But then if you really feel like treating yourself and spending some more money, get some Whistle Pig rye. Oh my God.
And we're on the Whistle Pig. And I'm just getting into it. So I want to take your word of judgment. And we're going to go from the bottom straight to the top.
Well, the Dad's Hat is made in Bristol. It's a Bristol, PA distillery. And they've got some really good rye. It's not too crazy of a price. But the Whistle Pig, it's a little bit crazy priced. But oh my God, is it good?
Classic alcohol roundup. How about it, dude? That's my last one. These guys are corrupting me.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Not. I'm just speaking from the heart. If it's good, I'm going to tell you it's good. If it's crap, I'll tell you something's crap. I'm honest.
Well, it's also subjective, too.
Well, I won't turn you on to no crap.
Yeah, look at this radio choices. They're top-notch, superb.
Yeah, but if I'm running crap radio, I'll tell you I'm running crap radio, and I know it's crap radio. But otherwise, it's going to be good.
That's right.
Like my SBE Trinidad. I'll have to use it more often.
And now I'm on the Frankendad.
Isn't yours a Frankendad, JR?
Yes, I am. It is. Yes, it is.
It's a Frankendad? You it's not real? It's not a factory stock?
Oh, no. No, not at all.
Oh, what did you do to it?
Like the children of the corn, I built it, and they will come.
So you put a different board in it?
Yes, I did.
Oh, wow. So did I. I took a SBE Trinidad case, and I put one of those President, was it like a PC66 kind of board in there, and now it's a 40 channel.
Well, this Trinidad was always a 40 channel. That was the biggest part. I had to take the channel selector out and then modify everything to fit it in and mount it in the same place. So I had to change things out, resolder, take the circuit board off of the one that came in, and I did a whole lot of work for that, but it was worth it. It looks totally stock in the front end there.
Yeah, I had to do some interesting little fabrications there to get the channel selector to fit. and the little LED with the channel indicator on it. And the numbers are maybe a tad too big for the window, but it's good enough. I can see it.
Yeah, I lucked out. Everything worked out. It took a little time. Had to, modify some mounting things there, and a little extra ground strapping I did on it, just to make sure. And all the rewiring, I got all the rewiring. That's what took the most.
Yeah, I'm not. This one's not even completely done, because most of the controls didn't line up quite right. Like my Delta tune for the Trinidad is now an RF gain, because the 40 channel board didn't have a Delta tune, but it did have an RF gain. And I haven't hooked the SWR circuit back up yet. And two of the switches on the front panel were broken when I got this radio, so they're kind of useless. But I got it to the point where I can transmit and receive on it.
Good job, yeah. Now, I got everything the same as you, though. My Delta tune is also an RF gain. My SWR sense, that's the mic gain. And volume squash is the same as it's supposed to be. I had a couple of the switches. I even got a dim and bright switch on there I put on there. So, yeah. But anyway, everything's functionable. Just, that's the way it is. It works out nice, though. I like it. I do. I enjoy the radio. Nice looking piece. And it sounds pretty decent, too.
Well, if that was originally a 40 channel, how come you went and switched it?
Well, you couldn't. It was easier to do it that way because the way the board was originally, I wanted to mount it in the same spot. I didn't want to have to modify the frame at all. But the board that I had in there, they had their, the 40 channel selector switch is what I put in. I cut the shaft down, but I had to, remount the PC board, as I remember, and that's what took a little time. Because their PC board and the PC board that was on there originally, it wasn't compatible at all. Do you remember what the digital display looked like on the stock Trinidad? It had the big block digits.
What, it's on the Trinidad 3?
Yeah, yep. They had the big block digits on a board, on a vertical board there, and they mounted it. Yes, that's correct.
I'm just curious why you changed it. If the original was already a 40 channel, was there something wrong with the board? Or?
Radio was crap.
No, it was easier. It was easier because their channel. I took their board out. I took the board out. I took their channel selector out and everything. It was it. The board was just whatever. The board had issues, but that wasn't. It was easier for me to modify the radio I bought to put in there, use their channel selector. It was easier to do that than what it was the other way. Believe it or not, it was.
I think the question he's asking is why did you take a Trinidad 3 and do what you did to it? Because I remember you saying that Trinidad 3 was somehow not working properly or something weird about it.
I would like to lodge an official.
Oh, okay. I see where you were asking me why I did it. Okay, yeah. The receive on it. The receive was an issue. The receive was not there. You turned the volume up and it was all distorted. It wasn't a speaker or anything like that. It was something on the board, and I said, you know what, this thing's almost 50 years old, maybe not quite 50. I said, I'd rather do it the other way. I could sit there and fix it, and then next week it would be another. So I went and did something else. That's why I did it. Now I got what you were saying, Dave.
Okay. Yeah, because, I did it with this one because this is an old 23 channel. This is like the first A version of the Trinidad with the single audio transistor and all, and it was kind of crappy, and it sounded horrible, and it received poorly, and I think it even started to smoke at one point. Somebody gave me the radio that had two busted switches on it, and So I thought, what the hell? I had this mobile radio. I didn't have a case for it, and it was like, but the radio worked. So let me see what I can do. And of course, the board doesn't match up at all to the chassis. So I took a lid from an old cigar box and mounted that in there, and then I bolted the chassis to that, so I could drill the holes and mount the standoffs on it, and then it would hold it.
Hey, quite creative. Yeah, I got you. That's all right. Well, it sounds good. It sounds good. It's working. Frankenstein. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, thanks for doing that, Pete, because I just misread what he was saying. I was looking at it a little deeper, I guess, but okay. Yeah, thanks for getting me guided on the right track there. Maybe I just misunderstood what he was saying. But, yeah, no. Yeah, it's kind of neat, though. You go through all that, and then when you get it all done, it's a nice piece of to look at, It's like, yeah, I like it. But I did this one dedicated to my dad, because this is what we started out on, was a 23 channel, but I wanted to go to 40. I didn't want to do 23. 23 looks, with a wooden case and all, and the display's a little different, but I wanted to do the 40. And that was my main game plan. That's why I got it.
It's all cool.
Oh, yeah. I like it a lot. Nice piece of furniture there. Let's have to get the lemon pledge out there once in a while. Kind of goofy, but I like the wooden box, or whatever you call the vinyl fake make wood box, whatever, but it's nice.
Yeah, these Trinidads, they put them in a nice big box. I think that's part of what makes them sound good on the receive side.
Friggity broke.
It don't hurt them, that's for sure. They always had a good sound. Was that a breaker in there?
Yeah, I'd like to lodge an official complaint.
Oh no! See the complaint department. Every third complaint we send out explosives.
My complaint is, the guy checks in here from Barbados, and you didn't tell him that you were talking to him on a Trinidad.
No, I did tell him I was talking on a Trinidad. I absolutely did tell him.
Yeah, you did. I heard that.
All right, my bad. I missed it.
I got the video gate to prove it, too. I mean, I don't remember a lot, but that I do remember.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Except Barbados is some 120 nautical miles north of Trinidad.
You could swim that.
Well, the Cuban boat people have done farther. Or, no, that's only 90 miles. Sorry.
Yeah, that's called ground wave.
Ground wave. How you doing, Dave?
I'm doing good. My stupid motor drive for this circuit stopped working, so it made up the difference in my active antenna matcher.
Whatever it takes to get the job done, that's all that matters on Classic Radio Roundup. We don't care how you get here. We care that you get here.
We'll have to start calling him Ground Wave Dave.
Ground Wave Dave.
Yeah, we had Quarter Wave Dave. Now we got Ground Wave Dave.
Well, anyway.
You were doing some kind of wave.
You go waving.
Oh, he's not waving his hand.
Yeah, and no getting on down.
Yeah, none of that nonsense.
Can I do a Roger right on?
You can try it.
I was around in the 70s for that.
Yeah, well, we do Roger right-ons, but we don't do any wave handing, no down getting, no mail reading, and no getting back quiet, and then talking again in 2 seconds.
Hello, Dave.
Hey. Nice antenna pattern change.
Yeah. Get away from that vertical. Come down. Hear you. You sound like one of these guys.
Well, I'm working on it that you won't have to do that soon.
What are you throwing up?
I have all the elements to stick on my boom for 6 elements on here.
Nice. Hey, man, looking forward to hearing that.
Yeah, he'll be stronger than some of the locals. He's already stronger than Green Dog.
Then I could get on here QRP and I don't have to worry.
QRP, what is that?
I don't know. The life's too short for it.
I agree.
In my case, you don't get hurt if you don't use it.
Well, you got to do what you got to do. Sometimes you need plenty of forward gain from the wall socket. It's just the way it is.
That's an active antenna matcher.
So you've been in here since then, since the Barbados popped in?
I was just listening.
Yeah, we do that from time to time.
Yeah, well, I try to get old JR to get on with me on Sunday daytime on 160, and he's got too much family time going on, so I don't know.
You get to check it sooner or later.
Yeah, maybe we'll wait till summertime when there's 12 hours of daylight.
That'll be nice.
Oh, back in the day, the police used to be on that band, and they all used verticals.
Yeah, and loaded the crap out of them too.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I love to see those old radios that show between the AM broadcast band and the 160 meter AM band or amateur band. It says police.
Yep.
That was a long time ago.
I had one. I gave it to one of my relatives.
Yeah, so they were basically what, 1600 to 1800.
I'm not sure they went up that high. I forget, but they were in the 17 range.
Yeah, I can remember my parents telling me that they could take one of their AM radios and turn the dial, all the way past the end of the dial, and I could hear them.
They could find out if they're about to get busted.
I remember hearing something about back in the day when, at least in the beginning of all that the base stations transmitted on 160, the mobiles only received on 160, and then they used those call boxes to reply. Is that true?
The very, very beginning, yeah, they were one-way transmissions in the very beginning.
Yeah, all right. So eventually, though, they had transmitters then in the mobiles too.
Yeah, no reason why you couldn't except for a lack of copper.
Yeah, you need plenty of it. Talk about shortened antennas.
And your efficiency is going to be like nothing, but you make up for it in path loss because the vertical path loss on that band is really, really low.
Why is the vertical and the horizontal so much different on that band?
Because of the D layer. The D layer goes, the D layer becomes unusable when it's sunny out.
Well, I understand the D layer absorption, but why does polarity matter with the D layer?
Because the horizontal wave goes up at a high angle, the vertical goes along the surface.
Aha, I said.
More ground wave.
Well, that's the experiment that JR and I need to do to see how much vertical component we have to our signals.
I used to live 2,000 feet away from a guy, and we had no ground wave between us on 75 meters once we both put up perfectly symmetrical antennas.
That's hard to wrap your head around, but I know what you mean.
You could get people from 100 miles away coming in stronger than that guy.
Well, Jim and I are only eight point something miles away.
Yeah, you're probably getting cancellations and stuff going on. With all the mountainous terrain around here, and all the multipath, all kinds of weird things happen.
If you had perfect, no vertical radiation out of your antenna, it should go straight up pretty much and come straight down.
I still feel like, you know, I could be completely wrong, but I don't know why my mind won't leave the fact that we're doing ground wave and sky wave at the same time. That's what it sounds like to me, but I guess, you know, maybe I'm wrong, but that's what it feels like. It gets so twisted and so phase distorted, and it's not quite the same as other multipath that I've heard. It's more just phase distorted. Like I hear on 1210 PHT at near sunset or sunrise. It does the same damn thing on that into my mobile. But during complete daylight or complete darkness, it doesn't do that. But around dusk or dawn, it does.
Years ago, they shaved, I think, 40 or 50 feet off of WLW's tower, which I think was 850-something feet back in 1934 when they put it up. They found out that if they took some of that height off, it would cut down on the sky wave, which was interfering with the surface wave out on the fringes of their area. All that stuff is on the internet because that's the one station in North America that was allowed 500,000 watts.
Oh, I vaguely remember reading about that there were days that there were stations that were doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah, way back when, before they limited it to 50,000.
Unlike Canada, that can do 200,000, like CFZM.
In Mexico.
Yeah, X whatever it was, XE something or other that Wolfman Jack was on and covered 2/3 of the United States.
XERF.
XERF, is that what it was? Covered 2/3 of the United States at nighttime.
That's a hell of a lot of ground wave. Or skywave.
Yeah, that's skywave. It was all nighttime, not during the daytime.
It's funny, the call letters, the last two letters were RF.
Just like Wayne.
Yeah.
My radio brethren.
What the heck else are you going to call 500,000 watts?
BIGRF.
I'm going to call it more than I ever will be able to do.
Oh, that's for sure.
Trust me, it's not all that much fun.
Yeah, big power makes big smoke.
Big electric bills and big problems when it breaks.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, big problems and big electric bills.
Oh, yeah. Just getting a service that would be able to handle that is bad enough.
Yeah, probably water-cooled tubes.
They had a pond.
Yeah, a pond completely dedicated for cooling the tube, right?
Yes, the multiple tubes.
And that was with what, a gain or no gain antenna system?
I think they used to use 5/8 or so wavelengths, so maybe a couple dB.
Yeah, so the ERP is even higher, or was that the ERP?
No, that's TPO. That's power output. That's not ERP.
Good God. Actually, I've put out that kind of ERP on UHF through my gain antennas, but that was like within a 2-degree beam width.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And that's the first thing I'm going to prove on here when I get my antenna working.
Yeah, ERP, in the proper direction is very helpful.
I'm going to prove the polarization mismatch loss.
Well, let me swing my horizontal down your way just to see some of that.
Okay. Well, how long I can transmit before this blows up? Hello. I need more peels.
I don't know why this isn't working as well here as it was on 10 meters, but that's the beam heading, and that's the horizontal antenna.
Because that beam isn't cut for this band.
You are now the same exact strength as Bagger.
That works out so much better on 10 meters than it does here.
Yeah, there's something funky going on there. It could be all here. I don't know.
Yeah, well, my SWR isn't as good here on that antenna as this antenna. But on 10 meters and AM, this antenna was way beating out my vertical when you were doing what you're doing. That's weird.
I got about a 6-to-1 SWR right now, as far as I can tell.
Oh, it's nothing like that. Let me see. I'm going to switch to it on the hot. That looks like a 1.7, 1.8 to 1 on the beam here. That's not horrible.
That's really low, right?
Yeah, it's only 30 feet off the ground. But it worked great on 10 meters to you where it outdid my vertical, but on this band, it's vice versa.
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't even have any clue why that would do that.
You remember us talking on 10 a.m. and then beam to beam was the way to go.
Oh yeah, I remember.
And my vertical wasn't doing near as well. Well, now it's the reverse situation. That blows my mind.
It's a mystery.
One more mystery. It's unbelievable. It's only 2 megahertz away, not even.
Yeah, but you gotta remember, the antenna was designed and the traps and everything and the spacing, all that was set up for 10 meters, and you're not on 10 meters.
What is your beam antenna?
A Mosley TA33.
Oh, so you got traps, eh?
I do.
Yeah. Well, you know what? That could make a great big difference. A couple of megahertz difference. Absolutely.
Well, it's happiest really at like 28.5. It's not completely happy at 29, nor is it completely happy at 27.
So someday we'll try every 200 kilohertz and we'll plot it.
It's not a bad idea. That might be that'd be interesting.
And someday will not be tonight.
No, but there's somewhere there's a super sweet spot for sure. For now, it'll just have to be the stick at 100 feet. It's doing the job.
Oh, wait till BTK gets on here.
We think we'll hear him?
I think we will. You will. I might not.
Let's see. Again, he's up like past Phillipsburg, up that way, right?
Yeah, he's past Phillipsburg. He's way the hell up there. I think he's over 1,000 feet.
Well, that'll be helpful as elevation. I know I've talked to people in Phillipsburg before, and even maybe a little beyond that. So if anybody's got a chance, he probably does.
Yeah. His thing is he's got a tower and it's laying in his garage. If you put that up, his problems would be over.
Yeah, especially if he had a Yagi vertical polarized pointed this way, we'd hear him for sure. We were talking to somebody down southwest to York tonight. I don't know if you heard that.
I thought the guy was in Maryland.
6 miles north of the line.
Oh, I heard him say Maryland. That's what I heard. I wasn't listening fully. I was chewing.
Yeah, 6 miles north of the Mason-Dixon line.
That's about where I am.
That is. But he's a lot further west than you. But yeah, I was thinking more going like where you are, south. But he was southwest.
Yeah, I heard him okay. Not real loud, but he was there.
That's right.
Break.
Come on, Breaker.
Good evening.
Hello, Joker. Can you hear 507 down 6 miles north of the Mason-Dixon line?
How about that? What'd you say, 507? Joker up here in Valley, give me a call.
Hello, Joker. Can you hear this pile of crap?
Oh, I got you in there. Yeah, I got you in there.
Well, good evening to you. You're about to guess 7 here.
Oh, wow. Well, this is I'm not used to the needle in this radio. It's the needle sitting flat, and you're bouncing at about a 2.
Okay, well, I'll take that.
He's almost in New Jersey, in Valley, Pennsylvania.
Actually, I'm sorry. You're bouncing about a 1. Yeah, I'm on the, I'm not. You on that Craco? Yep, on the old Craco tonight. Yeah, the one that looks like it's the front of a Dodge Monaco. Yep. 74 Dodge Monaco, if I can remember exactly. Like I said, it's got that look that it almost looks like so many different pieces of cars, dashboards, grills. Yeah.
Very 1970s, early 1970s.
Yeah, with those flip lights. Yep, 10-4. So, that, what was that? I'm sorry, I'm bad with numbers tonight. 507, where's he at?
I'm over here near Avondale, if you know where that is.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a good trip. Yeah, definitely. I'm surprised I could hear him with my beam pointed the way it is. Yeah, I mean, Maryland's usually a bad area for me. I usually can't talk to Maryland area.
Well, he's in Pennsylvania, but he's not far from Maryland line.
Oh, okay. But that's okay. Right near.
When I was younger, I could throw a rock there from here.
Yeah, 10-4. Right on the line.
He's
younger, we can do a lot of things.
He's 36.5 miles south of me, or southwest. Yeah, southwest. 35 miles, 36 miles from me.
So roughly what? I'm about 12 miles from you, maybe.
You could add on another 6 or 8 miles to that.
Yeah, that's a good trip.
Yeah, I figured you'd like that. And he's using a flat side antenna.
That I am.
Do you have one of them up? I thought you might. I think you do, don't you?
Yeah, let me get it pointed down.
Yeah, there you go. That'll be a fun test. Let's see how Joker does on his horizontal antenna to there, 507.
Yeah, that'll be a real good test.
I thought he had one of them things up there. He is the Joker, you know.
I think I got it pointed the right direction. How about that? You got a copy on Joker?
Try just west of south.
Yeah, like 200 degrees maybe.
the cheapo rotors up right now. I don't know if you got a copy on me.
I got a copy on you.
You only listed as 34.2 miles from me.
Same thing here. You came up 1 guess unit.
Actually, I was turning as you were talking. You got you a little stronger.
Here, let me give you a carrier. Hello. All right. Depends on what kind of rotor you're using.
Yeah, it's kind of slow. But yeah, I was gonna say I moved a little bit. You didn't really change, but I do hear you better this way.
Yeah, it makes a difference. It's not a lot, but it's a difference.
Yeah, you went up a little over crusting a 1, but your audio is really nice. You got a really nice sounding radio.
Thanks. It's a President Nixon.
Yeah, it really bugs me.
He's closer to you, Dave?
Yeah, evidently.
Now I have to look on a map to figure out how that is.
Yeah, I'm just going by what QRZ says.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, Joker, you must be pointing right over my house now. You came up pretty good. I'm on the flat side, and you're not hearing me.
You there, Joker?
Yep, I'm still here.
I went back on the flat side.
You mean you went back on the vertical side?
That's what I mean.
Yeah, it's definitely the difference.
Yeah, I said you must be pointing right at my place because you jumped way up there.
No, I did.
Yeah, so direction of Dave is probably right at me as well, you know?
That would make sense, wouldn't it, I guess?
I believe so, according to my meter anyway.
10-4, are you on the flat right now?
Oh, yeah, I'm on the flat.
I remember the one night, I think it was me, Night Train, 200, I think somebody else was on, and we were all on flat sides, pointed in the same direction, like pointed towards each other. That was so great because it was so quiet and everybody was so loud.
Oh, yeah. It has its advantage, that's for sure. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here calling it a night. I got to get up and go make a living tomorrow, so. And I work day shift. I don't work second shift. Pete. Anyway, you guys have a good day, night, coming up, whatever. We'll catch you all later. Dave, good to hear you in here. And the other Dave as well. And Pete and Joker and Wade. Can't forget Wade. And I know I'm forgetting somebody, and I apologize for that. But anyway, good night. Catch you all later. I'm out of here.
All right, JR. I think I'm going to be right behind you. I got to get up. I got to do work tomorrow, so catch everyone later. The first classic radio roundup of the 2025 year. Hopefully I can make a few more. Doesn't look like the way my schedule's going to be, but hey, we'll see what we can do. Catch everyone later. Classic Radio Roundup.
Best thing about schedules is they're all subject to change.
Yep, terms and conditions may apply. All right, guys, you have a good one. Nice hearing you in there. And looking forward to another year of radio.
Good night, JR. Good night, Sam Bagger. And I think I'm tailing in right behind you guys. So thanks for the first day of the new year fun on Classic Radio Roundup, Spitfire 441.
Yeah, I just got to get Radio Bob to leave my shoulders. All right, catch you later.
Good night, folks. Good night, Bagger. Talk to you all next time.
Countywide.